All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Got a few clips for you today. This one, we're going to watch The View's Sunny Hostin compare white women to roaches. Yeah, she really did. She really did do that. She compared white women to roaches. And then, like I said, I got something else for you right after that. Now, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
I read a poll just yesterday that white Republican suburban women are now going to vote Republican.
Why?
It's almost like roaches voting for Raid, right?
I think that's
they're voting.
No, it's insulting to the voter.
They're voting against their own self-interest. Do they want to live in Gilead?
Okay,
do they
so
want to live in the hands?
Do we love democracy or not?
Why is this woman allowed that to sit up there on a show and get paid a lovely salary to say things like this? Comparing white women to roaches. It's like roaches voting for Raid. Come on now. Come on now. In what way? Whatever explanation she has for it will be piss poor, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm gonna reel it back and let's keep it going.
Okay, so do we love it in the hands? Do we love democracy or not? Because just saying that it's insulting to the voter. People make up decisions on what's right for their family, and the idea that you should have a say for everyone else's vote.
The fact that women are voting against
you had a different view on abortion not that long ago, and you
I have that view.
But that issue is right. But then why is
the fact that women are voting on their own health care? I have that view. I have that view. Well, keep your own view to yourself then. How about that? Because like she said, this is their right. This is their right to vote. At least they out here voting. You know what I'm saying? It's the reason why there's a shift. Why there's a shift in parties. And if they interest and values, whatever it may be, are starting to align with the GOP, then that is what it is. You got to go talk to your party and tell them to pitch a better message to suburban white women. That's what you got to do. But don't come at them because they want to make imagine being mad at someone because it's ridiculous.
another woman
but
not
I am very
able to have a different view?
That white Republican suburban women
But why
are
have you
voting
so recently
against their
evolved?
All right, that's it right here, guys. Because yeah, the video goes into something else. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but this is from the right news. So shout out to this channel. I'll leave the link in the description below. But shout out to Doc Rich. This video right here comes from Fox News, titled "The 5 White Suburban Women Flee the Democratic Party." Now they talking about the same things. Right, the View was talking about exactly what they're going to be talking about here. So let's get into it because I feel like Fox News will have some more data, some facts, something substantial to actually give us, not just opinions and emotions.
Democrats beware of the soccer moms. A new Wall Street Journal poll shows the GOP getting a major boost from white suburban women ahead of the midterms, who make up 20% of the electorate. This key group favors Republicans by 15 percentage points. That's a 27-point swing from August.
Wow.
The shift not surprising. Democrats seem to be asleep at Biden's events.
So you with me? Okay. Come on, people. Let's wake up. We got the President of the United States in the house. Come on now.
She's like my favorite Marge Simpson sister, right?
Imagine being the most popular president in American history and you gotta have a lady come out and hype up the crowd before you come out. Sad.
Anyway, you know what I think, Katie? I think maybe women are tired of being called racist Karens.
Yeah.
And having to like be like, okay, I'm for drag queen story hour. They're just like, we're tired of this wokeism and.
I think there's a lot they're tired of. There's a few things here. When Roe v. Wade was overturned and abortion was sent back to the states, Democrats thought this was their moment to keep female voters in their camp. But people started realizing when the temperature was lowered that it was simply available to the states to make their own rules, and abortion didn't actually change in a lot of the places where they want more unrestricted abortion. So that's one of the things. The other thing is, of course, the school issue. And the night before Glenn Youngkin won the governorship in Virginia, Randy Weingarten campaigned with Terry McAuliffe. She's now in Michigan campaigning for Gretchen Whitmer, who said that she didn't actually close the schools for that long.
Right.
Parents are seeing, especially women, are seeing that their kids are behind. They're seeing that their communities are not as safe. And I think they're sick of Democrats focusing on them as a one-issue voter in terms of abortion when there are other issues like inflation, crime and education on the table.
Bingo, 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 bingo. You know, it's like for some reason the Democratic Party has to have a buzzword to push on certain groups of people. They really do look at groups as almost like one whole sect, and it's like the message that they urgently push into women right now with the midterms approaching and everything is the abortion thing. That's what they want to drill into women's heads, you know, and it's much more, it's things more important than that to voters. Yes, women voters care about other things than just abortion and women's rights, and you know, because women gotta eat, work, and pay the bills too. So they gotta worry about inflation. They gotta fill up their gas tank, you know. And that's the problem with the Democratic Party. The GOP is hitting more of those topics and talking about more of those things that most people are actually is affecting most people's lives.
Table.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. Jessica, you're a white woman, or so you identify as. Is this more about married women versus single women? Because you have kids, that changes your filter. Suddenly it's about the price of baby food, not the price of an abortion. Abortion takes a backseat to applesauce. Is that a fair assessment?
Well, married women do also have abortions. So that is something to note. It is part of
I think that's a valiant point, Jessica.
Thank you.
They can be just as murderous as single women.
Oh my God. Sure. I'm not going to fall down the trap of saying also that women vote how their husbands vote, because we have seen obviously that has diverged
Only
in a
the
number
smart
of elections.
women, Jessica.
Just trying to get me in trouble, right, left and center here. So these were never our voters.
Gutfield always cracking jokes.
They swing in and out depending on the election.
Yeah.
And 2020 had a really big name on the ballot. It had Donald Trump's name on the ballot. And that's how we were able to pick off so many white suburban voters who typically vote Republican. Dobbs, Katie's right. The timing of the decision, it felt when the momentum was going our way and you had the Kansas referendum, et cetera, like this was going to hold. But then conditions in the economy didn't improve very much. And crime became a superseding issue to where abortion is. So I don't think it's something that still isn't important to them, but you're going to have to rank your choices, right? You're going to have to pick a lane. And white suburban women, I didn't expect a 26-point swing, but they're picking a lane, and it's not voting on a social issue. It's voting on a bread and butter, one of those I can see it issues, like feeling that public safety is not up to snuff.
Yeah, man, Dana, it seems like those white suburban women like to swing.
Yeah, have you heard about that?
Yes. Yeah.
Show on Netflix.
Yes, but I guess it's really, isn't it mainly about the price of things, the inflation?
I also think something that happened right around then is that for women who...
Also, and I'm going to rewind a little bit, but I also just want to say, I think a lot of people are just ready for something new. A lot of people are ready for something new because we had something good going, and then we give Biden a shot, and look at where we are now. People just tired of this, man. People will probably vote in anything to get this man out and get this administration changed.
Right around then is that for women who often control like the spending of the household, that going back to school is very expensive. You got the sports fees and all of the things you got to pay for. That was kind of shocking for them. And then you got to make the lunches and everything. You're like, wow, it's so much more expensive than they thought. I just feel that the Democrats wouldn't recognize a kitchen table if it hit them in the face. They've been talking about this forever. Like, this is not that hard. And if you think back to the year before and the midterms, New Jersey, California, New York, the Republicans were actually able to pick up races in a lot of those places. This has been coming. It's not something new. However, I picked up something that you might like today. So we've been talking about Oregon, and it looks like at least a few of the congressional races might flip to Republican, but also the governor's race. And there was a woman, a mother, who was interviewed, and she said her big issue is the following. What's your favorite word that you use?
Problematic?
Nope, it's brown.
It's brown?
Yes, what's your favorite emoji?
Poo.
Yes. She said her big issue is that she does not want to take her kids to the independent bookstore downtown and have a guy defecating on the sidewalk in front of her children. Like, she's had it, that's enough. And I think that women are, she should tough it up.
That just goes to show you how bad it is over there. And she's talking about Portland, Oregon, or she's talking about Oregon. I did a video on Portland, Oregon, and yeah, it's wild over there, you guys. So yeah.
Should calm down. Yeah. Just calm down.
I'm the calmest I've been in weeks, by the way, from my day off.
No one should
You're
see
also a white
that.
woman.
No one should
Urban
see that.
white woman.
And overeducated, to boot.
Very too overeducated.
Jesse, I hope at this point that you come up with an analogy that will make all of us uncomfortable.
Well, no one knows white suburban women better than I do. I know them better than they know themselves. Jeep Grand Cherokees, Italian food, Starbucks,
Lululemon.
J. Crew. I mean, Dave Matthews Band, Lululemon. I got it all down.
Oh, Dave Matthews Band, you're still, that's disgusting.
And you're right. They do swing. They're up for grabs. They voted for Trump at first in 2016 because he was exciting. And then all hell broke loose because he was too controversial. They don't like too much controversy. And then the quarantines, the whole family stayed inside the house at the same time. That was way too much. So they just wanted to go back to normal with Biden. He said, we'll get us back to normal. And then he went radical left. And it was like whiplash for these suburban white women, because then all of a sudden you get high prices and crime. And what do suburban white men want to talk about? The price of everything. The price of gas, home renovations. And then the suburban white women, what do they talk about? They talk about safety. They talk about schools and shopping, the prices of everything. So they get...
I will just say before this video closes out, because it's almost done, I think leading up to the presidential election in 2 more years, I think we gonna and even just in the months to come, we gonna see more groups, you know, how they did the white suburban women. We gonna see more groups switching over. I can almost guarantee it.
The prices of everything. So they get involved and everybody starts talking, and it's just not cool anymore to be a Biden voter in the suburbs. It's a let's go Brandon situation. It's just not cool. The only people in the suburbs that support Joe Biden at this point are weirdos and people with graduate degrees. So if you can just get things back to normal and be no drama, the white suburban women will love you.
Wow.
That really
People want their old life back.
explained it.
Yeah, it certainly did.
It did. I know how you guys think.
I'm just letting it wash
You
over
guys.
me.
I know how you think.
All right, guys, they just mucking around. But yeah, that's it for the video, you guys. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Sunny Hostin is just not making herself look very well on The View. I'm sure she's getting some fire for that. The people on her own panel didn't even like what she said there, and I'm sure you guys didn't either. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe on your way out the door. Till next time, you guys, I'm out of here. Peace.